Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Geeks Forever podcast. I am your host, Jesse Goku. Also joining me today is the host with the most, Jace.
That's me.
The man with the plan, Sonic.
Hi, how you doing?
Plus, we played a little, we played Escape from the City from Sonic Adventure 2 in honor of Sonic. Yay.
That's very sweet.
He's like, yeah, whatever. I forgot to adjust the screen. All right, what's going on, everybody? It is October 14th, 2020. I do apologize for yesterday. I just got really lazy yesterday. I didn't feel like being on there. I didn't feel like being on the podcast. Plus, our guests, we couldn't reach out to our guests. So we decided, everybody deserves a break from Goku. So today, all right, so before we begin, Sonic, what's on the skinny?
All right. Months, I guess a couple of podcasts ago, we brought up Los Angeles Comic-Con, saying they were going to do a con despite the pandemic. Well, I guess they reversed the decision yesterday, so they canceled like everybody else. I think there was, right? They pretty much just pulled a psych. I think there were a lot of factors in that decision. For starters, I think pressure from the public, and I think also it was a financial thing too. They were like, oh, so nobody is buying passes, okay, or something like that. It could be different ways, but like we said, it is not happening this year.
No.
Not in California, at least.
In California.
Well, I mean, did you really expect it to happen?
No. It was inevitable at the point.
Right. No, I feel you on that one. All right, what else we got?
What else we got? Shit. Okay. Today is day 2 of Amazon Prime Day. So if you have a Prime account, today's Prime Day. So you've got some pretty good deals. Also, a lot of stores are trying to take advantage of the whole thing. GameStop's doing this sale like every few hours. They have like a new deal. I think yesterday they had one of the Power Rangers helmets was like 50-60% off or something like that, from what I remember.
GameStop's always doing a fucking sale. Remember when the pandemic started and they started the you're stuck at home pandemic sale and everything was like 50 to 70% off?
Oh, yeah, there we go. That was one of them.
Please buy our things.
I got one of their Power Ranger figures for like 40 or 30. It was like $30 or $40. I got it for like $8. I got it for like 10 with taxes.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened too. I did get some of the figures. So yeah, some of the figures are like, they're trying to get rid of them. Some of the My Hero figures, they were like $25. They went down to like $5.
Yeah, no, they had some that were like the one My Hero Academia. They're tiny and their arm is like disattached from them. Their figures,
yeah,
they were selling those for like $7 at GameStop yesterday or the other day.
Yeah, they're doing like clearance and all that.
Someone buy me a Dragon Ball Z coffee mug. I need one. Comments, I see you. All right, shout out to the comment section. Danielin says first. Pachinko says hola. Chad's here, says hey. Edgar says last.
If you're not first, you're last.
Calm down, Ricky Bobby. And then Pachinko says Sony's update that spies on you. Sounds pretty sus.
Yeah, so let's shall we talk about it then?
Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, Sony PlayStation has just released
a new update.
Yeah, 8.0.0 update on the PlayStation 4 gaming console, and a lot of people are already bitching about the fucking update. Based on what I saw on the internet, people were complaining that they were having issues playing their video games online, or playing their video games at all. But apparently there's more.
There's more than that. So what people don't know is that there has been reports. I haven't updated yet, so I don't know, but I've seen based on the web. This is from the official website, and I quote: "Following this update, users are seeing a notification about party safety, and the voice chats parties may be recorded. Voice chat recorded from moderation is a feature that will be available on the PS5 when it launches, and will enable users to record their voice chats on PS5 and submit them for moderation review." Basically, what they're saying is, in a way, they're essentially just going to review what you're going to say, basically what you're recording. Pretty much, in a way, kind of spying.
Every time you touch yourself now in the chat, they're going to know.
Yeah, pretty much they'll know. In a way. Because a lot of people kind of reported they saw, and also, obviously, on Twitter, they've been making memes about it. There's this one. Okay, so on the PS4 chat, you will see it says voice chats may be recorded for moderation. By joining, you have agreed to being recorded. That's pretty much what it says on the PS4. So that kind of caused a lot of concern from a lot of people. If anything, this is somewhat debatable regarding privacy. So that's pretty much what a lot of people are gonna like be concerned about. But according to Sony, this is part of the PS5, so I guess this is what to expect for the next generation.
Well,
Like you're gonna read your user agreement anyway. That clause
nobody
probably was
ever
already in
fucking
there.
reads the
That-
fucking user agreement with Sony, though.
They did a whole South Park episode with Apple. How
For
Kyle
real.
didn't read.
Learn to read.
Why won't this thing read?
Nobody fucking ever reads the user agreements to
I'm
anything.
gonna read that shit. No one reads contracts unless you have a lawyer. That's why you have lawyers do that for you.
For real.
I bought a car. I didn't read the contract. I'm assuming
You have to
it's
sign
on
a
the up and
contract
up.
when you buy a car?
Yeah, if it's a you have
Like
if you're
financial.
unless you buy it straight up, give them money, it's now it's yours. That otherwise, if you're like leasing or you're financing, you have to sign a contract. But it's
I
like
did sign a
4 or 5
contract when I
pages,
leased.
and I ain't fucking reading that damn thing. It's like, where does it say how much money? And I need a copy of this in case
It's to the
something
point
comes up.
where some dealers would be like, "All right, here you go, just sign it." There you go. They just
They
take you
highlight the
straight-
important words like this is your monthly, this is the thing. If you don't do it, we repo this in time, yada yada. Just sign it. No, you're not gonna. We've already gotten to the contract part. Just sign the stupid thing.
Yeah, for real. It's like, you don't have to worry about being approved. We're already this far in the
That's
conversation.
already happened. Buying a car is a pain in the ass. But like your user agreement updates so that now they can record you. But like Xbox did the same fucking thing when they came out with the 360, where they had to people worried about the Kinect able to constantly watch you because it's going to
The
constantly
Kinect
be
was
connected.
constantly fucking watching you.
Yeah.
though.
They had proof that they did it.
Yeah, that's why they sold covers for the Kinect. I actually bought one of those for the 360 Kinect.
But it can sense your motions.
Your emotions are emotions.
Motions and emotions. You bought an Xbox. You're sad.
Well, because like we knew the Xbox Kinect was like spying on people. That was, and people didn't give a
no-brainer.
shit though. It was like nobody gave a shit about the Kinect. Which brings up a good question: did any fucking games even come out for the Kinect on the Xbox One?
That Han
Xbox
Solo
One.
dance move. That dance.
That was
video
that was
game.
on a
Well, that was
360.
PlayStation. That was
360.
360. Okay.
That was
Yeah, that was
360. That was that was almost 2 generations ago.
Mm.
Yeah, it's about to be 2 generations ago.
Like, I'm old. We are old.
The
people.
Han Solo one, the Star Wars dance party one, that was Xbox 360.
Yeah,
I
Kinect Star
don't-
Wars.
I don't think they actually had any fucking Kinect games on the Xbox One.
Not that I know of on the fly. Yeah, no.
Whenever new consoles have gimmicks, the third party people will make games for the gimmicks at first, but after like a year or two, nobody gives a shit. Nobody uses it no more.
Like
Yeah.
the Switch with the motion control things, or the
That's
Wii.
different,
The Wii is
like-
what started it.
The Wii's different though. That shit, they still did the motion fucking controls to like the end of the life. Like you can't. There's a Bleach video game on the Switch that's a fighting game, and you have to swing the fucking thing around like a sword. And people
That was on
don't.
Wii.
People don't like. They don't know how to fucking. They just like. Oh, I just gave myself motion sickness.
That's where you tie your Wii remote up to your fan and just let it spin around for a while.
At first, people were having issues with the Wii remotes, and they were like they were yeeting them at their TVs.
That's why there's a strap for a reason. It's
That's why,
fucking-
like, if you look at like early Wii U games, they had the warning, but like later on, like if you look at the old Wii games, they kind of have like a warning, but in the later games, they have like a more detailed warning where they tell you to put the strap on, you dumb fuck.
Yeah. Basically, don't be stupid. Put
Because
this thing on.
because it was breaking people's flat screens, or if you had the old fat ass TV, the TV would break your controller.
Mhm.
that's 4-inch thick fucking glass screen.
For real. You think
It's
it's,
like
gonna
it could
break
stop
the
a
TV?
bullet.
It breaks your fucking controller.
Only thing that could stop that is you chuck a Nokia. At it.
Remember when the controllers were durable? Like I remember back in the day, like whenever I would rage quit, I'd chunk the controller to the fucking ground.
Once they started, the more little vibrating thingies they put in there, the less durable they became.
No, I think the more expensive they got was when they started adding Bluetooth.
It's wireless. Does that mean it's gonna break? Yes.
Yeah, for real.
It's
Like
going to break.
I'm all like this, like oh fuck, and I'm like I'm stopping myself looking for a pillow, and I throw it on the pillow.
I'm about to throw $80 down the toilet.
Who the dude? Those controllers are not $80. You know that, right?
What? I don't buy games.
You suck. This one was $70. This one, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Nintendo, but their Pro controller is $70.
Because people will buy it.
I bought it.
That's why you charge what people will pay.
I got mine on clearance, and it was $40.
Just hear Goku be upset now.
No,
But it's but what's so cool too is that it's not only for the Switch. You could also use this on PC.
right. It doesn't work that well with Minecraft though on the PC.
It was pretty good on mine. Oh, speaking of another thing, Sega to celebrate their 60th anniversary, they're having like a huge Steam sale.
Yeah,
We will sell you all of our shitty games.
I clicked on the link that you shared for Jet Set Radio, and it's for the Japanese version.
Yeah, but it has English text and all that.
I don't like reading.
I want to play, not
want to-
read.
I was elected to play, not to read. I was elected to read.
But if you want, there's a Walmart that sells the Pro controller for the Nintendo Switch in a bundle with Super Mario Odyssey for $100.
Yeah, and also Target is doing a 2-pack, which is Mario Kart 8 and Super Mario Party.
Speaking of Mario Kart, are you gonna get that Mario Kart, the new one? The one
Mario
that's
Kart Live Home Circuit.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Is that the remote control one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's coming out this week. On Friday, in fact. That's coming out on Friday.
Fucking Nintendo didn't make that game poor friendly.
Like,
What if I got a small fucking house?
Then you
Hell,
play
this-
small track.
Yeah, you got to make a small ass track.
Because you see the living room,
Yeah,
the
build your own,
Japanese
build,
people in that living room. That living room is fucking huge.
It looks like
Yep.
an Indy car track. It's nothing but tight turns and figure eights.
That's pretty much what you have to make.
Do the cars drift though, like in the game, like the go kart?
That I don't know.
We shall find
I think it would actually have to physically drift, though, wouldn't it?
Probably would.
I have carpet. It's not going to work.
But I don't know because like I bought Super Mario All Stars and I played fucking Super Mario Galaxy for like a while. And then I tried playing Super Mario 64 again. And I'm like, this game did not age fucking well at all.
No.
It's garbage.
Like, you could, like, the controls aren't, like, that great either. Like, I don't know because if it's a fucking ROM that they're using with an emulator or because the game just didn't age that well. Like, Galaxy's great. I haven't played Sunshine, but Galaxy's fun. Like, but 64, you
They're
could
not
see the
equal.
fuck-ups.
Yeah, like what's the age difference between Galaxy and Mario 64 though?
Like 10 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
10
but
years,
64 games didn't age well at all.
yeah, because
In terms of graphics or in terms of gameplay.
it's like a
Both.
PlayStation 1 game didn't age very well either. They just
No,
don't.
PlayStation 1 games, some have aged well, some haven't. But gameplay-wise, they have aged pretty well. Legend of Zelda on fucking 64, as much as everybody fucking loves it, it did not age well at all. Like, it looks like shit. It plays like shit.
On 3DS, it plays better.
On 3DS, it plays great. But, like, a Majora's Mask, and I had played Majora's Mask on 64. I was like, man, this game fucking sucks. And then the nerd did a review on it, and he said it sucked. I was like, I'm so glad that I'm not the only one that thought it sucked.
Majora's Mask, I don't know. The people said like the new Zelda is probably gonna take that route, the Majora's Mask route. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to like every few minutes I have to fucking like switch the time and also reset the clock.
Yeah.
That got real repetitive, real boring, real fast. And also adds like a lot of pressure on you and all that.
Beat the clock.
Well, it wasn't that. It's just sometimes the controls were just wonky. Like Super Mario 64, like the controls were just... The DS version is so much better.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
well,
it's hindered by a D-pad.
Yeah, if you try it on the 3DS, it's close to it because you can use a circle pad, but it's just not. It doesn't really work as well.
You have to still hold the button down to fucking run.
I hated that. I really did not like about 3DS I did not like about Super Mario 64 DS for that. You had to hold the button to run. That was so lame.
But
I really did not like it.
like PlayStation games haven't, like Super Nintendo games have aged like a fine wine. Sega Genesis
Because
games as well.
they're made for their
Genesis,
gameplay, not
some
their
of them do.
graphics.
Some of them do. Like when I play the Genesis Mini, like I do not like playing fighting games on the Genesis Mini or on Genesis games unless you have to buy that 6-button controller.
Right. Well, I think the only fighting game that people really liked on the Genesis was Mortal Kombat because it had blood.
Mm.
Yeah, we love violence.
But Super
Goku,
Nintendo
what
had
are you,
more.
Goku, what are you playing?
The Super Nintendo
I'm
had
not
more.
playing
more buttons.
anything.
We could see it reflecting off your background.
I'm actually saving and quitting because I didn't do it when we were setting up the podcast.
So it's bright blue light just suddenly appeared in your background.
And speaking of, because you mentioned Minecraft, Steve is finally out on Smash Brothers.
He's already out?
Yeah, yesterday. He dropped yesterday.
What?
Yeah, he's out yesterday.
That's
A lot of-
crazy.
Yeah, a lot of people already
quick
playing
turnaround.
him. A lot of people are building giant dicks on the stage with the blocks. Dicks.
You
And
can build
apparently-
shit on the stage?
Yeah, if people are making dick sculptures.
Oh, yeah.
Make it look like-
First thing anyone's going to do is make dicks. That's just how the internet
Roger.
works.
Yeah, but
Giant,
like,
giant
how does
dick.
he play though?
You were supposed to watch that video that I mentioned.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Homework? No.
All I heard was work. You
He
lost
was-
me.
I saw a meme where it was Steve touched Kirby and Kirby turned into a cube, and then he touched Cloud and Cloud turned into a shitty Final Fantasy VII version where he's all
That's a meme.
blocks. Nice.
Final Fantasy VII as a whole is shitty to begin with, so it's not much of a difference.
Did you play the remake though?
We'd get more popular if you'd quit saying
Oof,
that. But
Daniel
we
says
refuse.
my Switch charger just broke. Oof, and there's no way I'm
Ooh.
buying the Switch chargers that catch fire. You can
Hair
buy
the
like
pretty
they
lit.
sell some Switch chargers.
You could buy a USB Type C and it works fine.
Yeah, it'll work fine. Or the Walmart like Black Web
Mhm.
Nintendo Switch chargers, those work fine. Actually, that's the one I'm fucking using.
Oh, the Black Web ones.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
They work
that's
great.
actually this. Yeah, Black Web is a really good brand. The headphones I use when I like those wireless headphones work really well. And those some of them are pretty good. It's just all about like honestly, just look at reviews. Reviews sometimes they will make a difference. you know?
Sometimes I don't have time. Sometimes I need this shit now, and
Yeah, but-
and I can only afford this one.
And at the same time, don't be bitching if it doesn't work out for you.
Hey, hey.
Oh,
no.
he will.
No, I will.
100% of the time.
110% of the time.
Ooh.
Bitch.
But that's just
Overachiever.
work. I don't feel like
Overachiever.
working.
I'm not going to watch this
I'm
3-minute
not-
video.
Well, no,
I'm
because
not-
I usually research the item before I buy it, but
Right, you should though, but in a way you should like for any, especially for electronics, you don't want to buy a faulty
so
cable or something.
I researched the little. So I don't know if you noticed, but I was streaming Super Mario Brothers on Monday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So the little capture card was like less than $20. I reviewed that, and people were saying it was actually pretty cool. And I was using it. It worked out pretty well.
Mm-hmm. It didn't mess up your computer or anything like that. It didn't take up too much power.
No.
Okay,
But
can
you
you
know
send me
what?
the link for it? Because I might get one.
Yeah, okay. But what I didn't fucking review that I did purchase, which I now regret, but I can
Okay.
kind of still use it, is this splitter. I didn't fucking double check, but 2 screens can't be on at the same time with this splitter.
Not enough power.
It doesn't have, yeah, so I don't know. So I had to buy another splitter that had its own power cable to hook up to the fucking, my power surge, so now it works fine. Because, like, I can't play, when I stream, I can't play on the computer screen because there's a bit of a lag.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just lag. It's not like a delay. So I have it hooked
Okay.
to the TV, so I'll play on the TV, and it'll stream it to the computer, and, that's how, Mary, whatever. It's all fine and dandy. So I didn't research this shit, but I can still use it. I can use it for something. So, I didn't fucking research it, and I fucking regret buying it. But I researched the capture card, and it turns out, like, hey, they were right. It's actually pretty interesting. For the money, it's really good. I mean, it's
How
less
much-
than $20.
What's the highest resolution you get to go in it?
It can do 1080, but I don't recommend doing more than 720, depending on
Okay.
your computer. I guess it just depends on your computer.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Because I've been seeing a lot of Elgatos. We were like selling for like $100 around. I'm like, they'll use it for a few months and then you're just like, all right, I don't want to use it anymore.
Well, yeah. Well, Elgato's are like they're like one of the top brands, but now there are so many. But Elgato's are like the OG, like they're the first ones, and so they're always gonna be like the go-to ones.
Mm-hmm.
But now there's so many capture cards that will do pre-recorded gaming or do live gaming, so there's the market's so saturated now. You don't really need an Elgato.
You could use anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me
It's
just
just
research it.
Yeah, and also because like the computer, like the specs and all that, how much power processing and all that stuff needs. That's why most people use towers when they record from Elgato.
Yeah, no, I can't do it on my fucking laptop. I had to use my tower.
Yeah, I gotta keep that in mind.
Well, I'm getting a new fucking. I want to get a new laptop. I'm hoping. Please, government, get off your ass and sign whatever bill you need to sign because I need a second stimulus check.
Hey, Patreon, sign up for our Patreon so Goku could get a new laptop, a new tower or a laptop.
Well, yeah, because I need the new laptop so we can do more for the podcast. Like we'd be able to do a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The freezing, it will freeze the last. I can tell you that.
Of the
On the podcast.
the capture? On the podcast. Oh, okay.
You know how sometimes we have slowdowns?
Mm-hmm.
But that's not always my fault. Sometimes y'all slow down too.
It's probably the connection too, the internet.
That's why I have the like when we did the podcast with Stromily, I noticed it kept cutting off. It kept cutting off. It kept cutting off. I was like wondering why.
I mean, to be fair, she was camping too.
No, I figured out why. My fucking blue cable wasn't plugged in and it was running on my Wi-Fi.
Oh, that happens too.
So like two podcasts were just like that. I was like, what the fuck's going on? So I pulled the computer. I noticed the blue cable's not on there. I'm like, fuck! Don't tell me that's been like that for like the last few days.
It's probably your checks. You're supposed to check that stuff.
I'm supposed to check it, but sometimes it's just too much work.
Mexican.
No, that's not a Mexican thing. That's just the Goku being lazy thing.
Just Goku things.
Goku things. Sometimes I can be original. I don't always have to like make it part of my culture. But I mean, okay, Jace, you don't play any video games, but you need to.
I play some.
What do you play then?
The only last game I played was Smash Brothers.
On the Switch?
Yeah, I have a $300 Smash Brothers machine.
You know, somebody released a fucking modified version of the original Smash Brothers with additional characters on the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
It's on a cartridge and everything. It has Ganondorf and Bowser and Falco and a bunch of fucking characters. You need the expansion, though. You need the expansion because it won't play without the expansion pack.
The big one?
The red, you know how you had the...
Yeah, the clippy thing in.
Yeah.
The extended cartridge.
Yes.
Whatever the hell it was.
What it is, it gives it more RAM power and processing power.
Now we just buy new systems.
No, we get one console and then we get like we got the PlayStation 4 and then we got the PlayStation 4, or as some people call it, the PlayStation 4.5.
The Pro.
The Pro. Or Xbox.
The Slim.
You had Xbox X. You know, you hit the Xbox One, Xbox One S, Xbox One X.
Xbox Series X now. Xbox Series S.
Xbox Series
One
S,
X, Series X.
They really
X.
They really need a fucking like better market and better naming.
Don't forget Xbox Series Fate of the 8. Xbox Series Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah, it's Xbox Survivor Series.
Comes
X.
with a free picture of a signed Dwayne Johnson.
I would actually buy it for that.
It's not optional either. It automatically comes.
No, it's not like that. It's more like
you make it sound like a horrible thing though. Like, oh
yeah,
no, I gotta accept an autograph from The Rock. Oof.
Unless you hate The Rock's guts, then I don't see what the big deal is.
I don't think I've never met anyone that hated his guts.
Right. I'd never heard anybody either, but there'd probably be someone out there.
Yeah, there's got to be someone out there that hates him just to hate him.
You probably accidentally walked by without shaking their hand or something.
I know.
How dare they?
I know people who are like that. They're like, "Oh, this person is a dick. He didn't say hi to me." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
He didn't drop everything he was doing
I know
in his multi-million-dollar company.
And I told him, like, in all fairness, sometimes I don't want to say hi to you either. And I
It's kind of hard
know
to do that for 2 fucking hours.
You ever notice that, like, whenever you see me, I kind of just power walk away?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to talk to anybody right
I want
now.
to talk to. I don't want to talk to you right now.
This completely ignores you.
The only reason why you catch up to me because I'll run into somebody else I know and I'll stop and talk to them, and you'll catch up.
Man, The
Catch
Rock
up,
was
like-
so mean to me. Okay, what did you do? Because clearly it's your problem.
Well, you see, I was watching him on TV, and
He didn't point at me.
And he didn't like look at the camera and point at me and call my name out.
Did it say, thanks, Josh, for watching?
Thank you, Pachinko.
Thank you, Jeffy, for watching.
Jeffrey.
And
Jeffy.
you, in your onesie. Thanks.
I'll be back.
You're the best.
I'll be right back.
Okay. You was the best.
Oh, yeah. Now the rated X content comes out. Sonic X.
Sonic X, that's what it's for. That's the
Rated.
NSFW.
Ooh,
Ooh, yeah.
Nisfu. NSFW.
NSFW. The
Not
Sonic
safe for wagons. You've died of
That's-
dysentery. Don't diss Terry. What did he do to you? I have an update since we have nothing to talk about at the moment since Goku walked away. The winner of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Create a Card tournament was the Inzektor Arc one. The
Oh,
one
really?
the one that would have lost if they had let the voting go through. But
Okay.
They reset it and they wound up winning. I'm like,
Oh,
"Ha-ha,
there you go, redemption.
take that, jackasses.
There's the redemption right there. That's what it is. Let's see. Let's see the comments. I forgot that we don't
Jace
show the comments.
podcast, it'd be like that sometimes. Oh, fuck you, Pachinko. I mean, thank you for watching. We appreciate your support. F in the chat. Is that how we do it? Just start saying things
Can we get an F in the chat?
for Pachinko. He
Rechinko.
died the way he lived, saying it'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah, that's what it says on his
That's
tombstone.
why we killed him. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Pachinko. It'd be like that sometimes.
It is what it
Now
is.
it'd be like that all the time.
It is what it is. You know what they say about that. It is what it is.
So when we all get our PlayStation 5s and they start recording us, will it start communicating with the Amazon, or does that have to be like a separate app you have to download? Because I think there's a different usage agreement.
I don't know. That's a good question.
I mean, Amazon already listens to you, so does your phone.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true though.
You start playing a certain game too long, and it sends a message to your Amazon, and so it recommends games that are like that game you played. It's like,
Yeah.
You've
Sometimes
been
they'll
playing-
recommend you the game that you are playing right now.
like I see you're playing SmackDown versus Raw 2K20. I don't know, 2020, whatever the hell one was.
I don't know.
You might
I see
also
your-
like WWE Raw versus SmackDown 2019. Like, I'm not gonna buy
Yeah.
the older version.
Yeah, I'm
Get
not
the
gonna
new
buy.
one.
Well, when 2K20 came out, a lot of people were still playing that old version.
Didn't the newest one just have so many glitches you couldn't play it?
It was really unplayable. I didn't even get. I actually pre-ordered it and I
Can't.
picked it up at home. And then when I saw the glitches, luckily I didn't open it, so I went to GameStop and returned it. I was like, "Yeah, I'm not playing this fucking game." So basically, in a way, I basically got my money back and I used it for another game. I'm like, there
I
you
was
go.
watching the glitches. It looked like they were breakdancing and having a seizure and being exorcised from a priest at the same time.
Hey, there we go. That's pretty much what it was. And that's like so fucking sad about the whole thing. It's so bad that they didn't even do one this year for 2K. Normally it'd be 2K21. They're not even doing one this year. They just pretty much skipped a year.
Just do the 2019 remastered edition.
Yeah, they should have just done that.
Slam one wrestler on the mat and the entire thing just starts spasming like it's made of jello.
There you go. And it's like they glitched to the ground. Actually, there was one where like IGN actually reviewed the game and they actually caught this footage. It was of Batista doing his entrance, and they go, "From Washington D.C., the animal Batista," just crashing midway through the entrance. And I was like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? How you let that happen?
Some type of QA just fell asleep at the button for that one.
I'm sure.
All right,
I'm
what did I
sure you
miss?
did. Oh,
We
we
were
were talking about how, if the PS4 would spy on us, is that would they recommend us games? And then we jokingly said, well, what if, for example, we're playing the new WWE 2K, and they're like, oh, they recommend you the previous years, and I'm like, why would I do? Why would I play the
played
previous
the
year?
older version.
And then I told them how 2K20 was so bad that most people could still play 2K19.
Just
And then
it's the upgrade
Speaking
meme where it's
of-
like upgrade.
Speaking of
No,
NBA,
go back.
Speaking of NBA games, remember NBA Live?
yeah,
Okay, for those of you that don't know, there used to be another basketball game called NBA Live. There was two games, NBA Live and NBA 2K. And NBA 2K was really good. It was actually really, really good. And NBA Live sucked. It was
Yeah.
trash. NBA Live was what 2K is now.
in terms
Oh,
of like,
once you buy out all the rights, it doesn't matter how bad of a game you make.
No, they just stopped producing the game because it kept doing so shitty. Like people were dogging on it left and right.
mhm.
They hate our game. Why? Because it's terrible. Like, well, then they're right.
I think EA
But-
made 2K. I mean, made NBA Live.
Usually it's
Yeah.
it's 2K and EA are the only two that really make sports games.
Right, but EA is the only one with like a fucking Madden NFL.
They have the
license.
monopoly.
It's because they bought the license to Madden after 2K5 came out. And 2K5 sold better than Madden 05.
Plus, they were
so
going to sell all of their games for $20, regardless
yeah,
of how like advanced it was. Like they made an announcement. Oh, all 2K football games will be $20 at market when on release, and they were like, "Oh hell
fuck,
no!"
they were pretty much scared.
They shit their pants, dude.
That's pretty much what happened.
That's when South Park made that episode where they had the crack baby basketball or something.
Yeah, Crybaby
And
basketball.
EA bought the rights to it just because EA will just buy the rights to something so they don't have to compete against it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that joke, that whole entire episode was based off of EA buying the rights to the NFL.
But
It's because it was because the NCAA at the time was doing the whole. They were selling the players' licenses and their likeness, but yet they aren't paying them. They can't even afford to like bring their parents for a game or something like that. You know, that's why they aren't doing that many NCAA games. It was the episode where Cartman and like and his crew wanted to make a basketball league dedicated to crack babies. So basically, make Crack Baby Basketball Association.
We just said give them a little bit of crack.
Yeah, that's pretty much
just a tad bit. Just
a tad bit of crack.
Just a tip.
Cartman.
Just a tip.
That's wrong, but it's just a little bit. And we're helping so many.
Is there an NCAA football game for the PlayStation 4, or am I just like...
No. Well, technically, it's part of Madden.
Well, it's EA. So the NCAA... No, they didn't make an NCAA one. They just went to the Madden game.
Which one was
Yeah,
the
they're not
last...
part of Madden.
What year was the last NCAA?
I think it was 2018. I think it's a recent stop.
Yeah, I think it was.
I think it's for that very reason that players want to get paid for their likeness, and they're about to
NCAA
get
Football
right.
2014 was the last one.
Man,
Yep, that's what it was.
I have no concept of time.
Yeah, that was the last one. Hard to believe it. That was the last one. That was on the PS3 and 360.
Killed off in 2013. Okay.
NCAA Football
Yeah, 14. That was the last one.
2014 PS4.
Nope, didn't make one. Only on PS3 and 360.
God damn it. But they made a Maximum Football 2019 game? What the fuck is this shit?
It's
Weren't
probably
they
like that
supposed
all.
to- No, weren't they supposed to make like the Black College Experience football game like a long time ago? Whatever happened to that?
I have no idea.
Never heard of it.
Whatever. Okay, let me find out.
Black
I'm
College
curious.
Football Experience. I figured they were going to stop making the NCAA games because they're trying to get players to have the rights to their likeness. That way they can make money off of just, them being themselves. not necessarily getting paid for their job, but they can get money from like promotional stuff, so they can sign their name on something and get money for it.
Kind of like royalties and all that.
Yeah, but the problem was like the NCAA games, they didn't have their names on the back of the jerseys. It would just be running back 31, running back 2. But you know that this person's stats are based off of this player, and even the person who's on the cover of the NCAA game does not get paid for it.
No.
Because they can't get it for their likeness.
They can't because that's like an NCAA rule.
Yeah.
And so they're like, well, if you're not going to fucking pay us, then why the fuck are we in the game?
That's why they end up stopping.
Damn, there was
also, who fuck cares?
No, I fucking care because NCAA was a better football game than Madden, and I didn't buy it every year. I bought it like once every like 2 to 3 years.
Why don't you just go outside and play football?
I can't. I got injured. I tore my ACL playing actual fucking football. I broke my ribs fighting. Next time I see somebody play Street Fighter, I'm like, why don't you go outside and fight for real?
Hard to believe Madden 2005 was like the last one that happened to be on the PlayStation, the PS1.
Oh, fuck yeah, it was. Dude, like I remember the PS3 was about to come out, and I still saw like a PlayStation 1 game on the fucking Walmart store.
Yeah. Even some Walmarts I go to today still have PS2 games.
Yeah, like the Jonas Brothers game.
Yeah. That's the one.
That's the fucking one.
That's exactly the one.
No, man, I want that NCAA game. But I'm looking at it online. They want $60 for it.
That's the price of a brand new game.
Yeah. Is it opened?
Yeah, all used.
Yeah.
Okay, scratch the hell out.
No,
they're very rare. Actually, look up like rare games, like how much you expect the price to be.
I know.
Actually, you know what? That could be a fun topic. Games you're shocked at how much they're valued.
I expected Capcom versus SNK to be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up finding it at a GameStop for less than $20 when they were still selling PS2 games.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really crazy. Actually, all right, just name me a game, and I actually have an app for this.
King of Fighters 98.
Okay,
PS2.
Okay, King of Fighters 98.
It's called Ultimate Match or some shit like that. I don't know.
Okay.
All I know is I want a fucking copy.
Handheld, computer, console, PS2, right?
Yeah.
98. They did make 90 on PS2, huh? 98 on PS2. Loose is like $26.
Damn, fuck you, Amazon.
Just check eBay.
I'm gonna check eBay. Okay, so also there were a couple things we were supposed to cover this week. We were supposed to talk about The Boys. We're gonna wait till Jace gets caught up. We're gonna wait on our 2-week rule before we talk about The Voice. We're gonna talk about racism in the country and how The Voice tackles the subject of racism, because it is very, very season 2. And I don't want to talk too much about it because Jace is barely on episode 3.
Yay!
And it's
I'm gonna watch another episode at the end of the night.
Trust me, it's gonna be a fucking while before Jace catches up, because each episode is legitimately an hour long.
Mm-hmm.
And they're an hour long. An hour seems like a long ass time, especially when you're used to the hour long shows, but they're actually only 40 minutes because of commercials.
Yeah, the commercials just make that. It's kind of like on a cartoon is like 30 minutes. No, they're 11 minutes each.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So,
I just thought that was always weird, because I'd find the show on like YouTube and it would show like an 11-minute clip. It was like, that's the entire episode. What happened? There's no.
Even sometimes the show would joke about that. He's like, hurry up! What's taking so long? I got all day, woman. We only got 11 minutes. Something like that. That's pretty much how.
By the way, the guy that was in that 70s show is Hyde. He got found fucking guilty, so they're taking down anything he was in.
Yeah.
Netflix.
That 70s show, and anything else you were on.
That kind of pisses me off though, because I would play that 70s show in the background as I fell asleep.
Can we get an F in the chat for Joe too?
We get like, man, fuck.
Just
We
put the
got a man
soundtrack to
fuck.
Maneater. Put that on
That
the
helps
back.
you sleep.
Does it have a soundtrack?
I don't know.
Probably.
You're the one who played it.
I was too busy just playing as a shark and trying to eat crocodiles.
It's like it probably has a soundtrack, and then every once in a while you have like a scream in terror as a shark eats somebody.
No, I haven't gotten to the point where I'm eating people yet.
Maneater?
Yeah, no, you start off eating smaller animals in the sea and then bigger animals and then people. Because the more people you eat, like Maneater has a wanted level like Grand Theft Auto.
Mhm.
The more people you eat, the more you become wanted. Oh, no, I did eat some people in the game.
Did you get like a new paint job?
No, you can change the shark's body like a paint job and everything. It's pretty fucking cool, actually.
No longer wanted.
No, but you stay wanted. Like you can bounty hunters and shit like that, and
They'll try to kill you and all that.
they'll try to fucking kill you, and they'll look for you, and they'll try to like turn you into sushi. Shark sushi.
Gotta let the shark live. He's a peaceful creature. That fucking 35-foot long shark just ate a boat.
Jaws?
I don't know. I was making a Maneater joke.
Man-eater.
Oh,
Mexican.
There you go.
all the words.
Cobra Kai.
Woo.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai and Man-eater.
I don't know how we get through a whole
Man-eater
episode.
Kai.
Man-eater.
Dragon Ball Z Kai. Maneater.
Mexa Eater Kai.
Cobra Man-eater Mexicans. Cobra Man-eating Mexicans.
The word
It
is
doesn't
this
work.
is the worst Mad Lib ever.
Right?
At least you
We
tried.
mentioned like the user agreements and things way back in the day when I was on DeviantArt, when everyone else was there too, because we're a bunch of losers. I found out they had later on changed their user agreement without telling anybody other than the generic. We've updated this thing. Click accept. But someone actually went through and read the agreement for it,
Mhm.
and what it did is it gave DeviantArt the right to sell anything that's on their site to people who want it. That's why you'd see like people's artwork show up on like Teespring or on some other.
Yeah, that's why
third-party
I saw that on Twitter. How there was an artist who called out somebody for selling merch that actually belonged to them, the artwork that belonged to them. You want actually? I can give you a story. There was another incident I found out.
Yeah.
So a couple of years ago, I was at Game Guys because there was something going on and all that. I figured I'd just go there. I saw a Sonic wall scroll that well, obviously Sonic, right? And it was $20, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I went back to my DeviantArt. I think it was last year. I bought the scroll 3 years ago, so I bought it. So I went back into my DeviantArt, and I found out I favored the artwork, and I was like, wait a minute. And then I looked at it, I was like,
It's
no,
the same shit.
it's the same shit. And then I was like, I felt so fucking terrible, and I was like, damn, what the fuck? And the sad thing is, there's a lot of stores that, obviously I'm not gonna call out. I don't want to call out like stores like that, but like, if you're gonna sell like
Kind of called
merchandise,
out Game Guys.
yeah, in a way. But then I don't know if they knew, if someone else already called them out on it or what. It's been a while, so I haven't been there in last year.
Well,
So.
what DeviantArt was doing is that they were selling the artwork and making a profit from it because their update said they had the right to sell these to a third party, and then these companies were taking that artwork and putting them on like game mats, wall scrolls, like all kinds of stupid
Well, that's
things.
why a lot of people don't fucking post on fucking DeviantArt anymore.
Yeah, they stopped. There was a huge. It was much like when Tumblr went away because they got rid of all the boobs. But people started leaving. They left DeviantArt because they're stealing the artwork, and there's no way to keep them from doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Where do people fucking post their art? They just post it on Facebook and Instagram
They
now.
have Instagram now,
Twitter also.
Twitter,
Twitter.
Instagram.
The Tweeter.
There's social there's plenty of social ones that they don't have to go to a.
Yeah, and some of them do
Fun.
sell. They actually do sell merch on their own from Redbubble. That's how
Yeah.
they usually would do it from. It's
So
usually their
like,
go-to
and it's
place.
crazy that fucking DeviantArt will sell this art for like thousands of dollars, and the creator won't get shit.
No.
Nothing.
Because they clicked yes on
They don't
the
even get acknowledged.
agreement. They
Yeah,
remove the watermark too.
How?
9 times out of 10 they would
They just
remove it.
they sell the art to them, and then that company they'll just go through and they'll Photoshop it out.
How? What the fuck? How?
I don't know. That's why you buy these things. They don't
You
have
would
a
literally
watermark.
have to just repair that patch of the art.
Yeah, and a lot of times the art they'll put their signature, their watermark in a spot where they can,
That's
and that's
why
when
my drawings have the watermark all over it.
fucking this is the this is
And I
the art.
put the watermark on there before I post it online. Like, yeah, no, I do that shit all the fucking time. Like,
Well, that's the thing. Like, you have to click yes on these user agreements, and you're not going to read them. So just like with the PlayStation 5 coming out,
YouTube
like,
didn't
what do
even
you
give me
do?
a fucking user agreement. It's just like, whatever.
So at some point, you clicked a button, and it was probably to say yes.
Sign up now.
You're probably you'd be drunk, just clicking yes on things, Amazon ordering stuff.
I made Instagram because Geeks Five ever needed an Instagram, and I was like, "Fuck it, we need an Instagram." I'm not even gonna look. I'm just gonna be kindly click create, and
That's
the rest
it.
is history.
Ta-da!
The rest you can say was history.
You got to remember the password.
Ah, shit! Not the password. No, my computer set up to where it has all my passwords. Like, saved.
I have one of those on my phone because
I don't
usually
have that on the fucking phone, but I have it on the computer, like on the fucking phone. I'm trying to find one of my art pieces without the. Okay, I do have my art on my PC. Unfortunately, it's all the original art, and none of it has the watermarks. Shit, that doesn't help me. Well, we're gonna end it at 8:00 today, fellas.
what?
I know, right?
It's 10 minutes.
Yeah, but we have nothing to talk about.
We could
Yeah,
talk
we're
about
Struggling.
your
We're struggling.
your lactose intolerance that you refuse to not address.
But it's fine because it didn't have ice cream in it.
The Hulk does.
And I paid for it that day.
Yeah. Fiber.
Fiber.
I added fiber and they added ice cream. I just spent the whole night in the bathroom.
That's
Gotta get that green screen. Just set it up in the bathroom.
You know what? I am lactose intolerant. That explains why I was so damn gassy last night. I was wondering too, like, what the fuck's wrong with me?
I have a protein allergy that I developed from taking too much protein. Like, I can't eat eggs. I can't drink milk. Well, I can, but it just, my throat starts to get itchy and swells up a bit. And like,
Why is every white person I know allergic to nuts?
I'm allergic. Well, nuts too. It's the protein from it. But
No, I'm not saying you, but why are so many white people just allergic to nuts?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it just depends on like how allergic are you too. Because I had an allergy test when I was younger because they're trying to put me on some better medication, and I was allergic to milk, peanut butter, all kinds of shit. It's like, I'm allergic to peanut butter. Like, yeah, it's like I eat like 5 PB&Js a night.
I read this
No
thing.
problem.
Oh, okay. There's two things that I want to bring up, and they're very fucked up. One of them's fucked up. The other one is, no, they're not fucked up, but whatever. One of them is, I was looking at this chart, and it says that people that with a very heavy European ancestor background are less likely to be lactose intolerant, where those with, like South American, Central American ancestor backgrounds are more than likely to have higher chances of being lactose. Like, one of them's not lactose intolerant, the other one is lactose intolerant.
Oh.
Probably has to do with like the diet they grew up with.
You know what it is? One of y'all's fucking people woke up one day and was like, I'm going to suck the milk out of a cow's teat. Somebody woke up and decided, I'm going to milk a cow.
I think in Europe they probably had cattle, so that's where they're getting most cattle and goat. And then
We didn't do that shit
in South
until y'all showed
America
up
you had
and taught us.
you had a different animal that you're probably getting something like that
We didn't
from.
get milk. That's why we're lactose
Probably
intolerant.
good.
We
You
had
have goat.
coconut water.
That's probably why. That's the good. That's the fresh water.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Look,
You
I'm
want
wearing
me to-
my.
If you
I'm
want, I
wearing
can
my-
climb a tree and pick you a fresh coconut for you.
I would love to see you do that.
You can do it. Done.
All right, now climb down.
The problem is getting back down. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
like, oh god,
How
That
we
would
gotta
be-
get back up here?
like watching a cow
I didn't
try to
even
go
climb the right
downstairs.
tree. It's
I'm
like
wearing
watching-
my Bardock green screen shirt, so it looks like I was shot through the stomach.
Yeah, you look like you did.
That's weird because the other green doesn't come off.
My
What?
shoulders don't
The other
change.
shoulder greens aren't as noticeable. Yeah, kind
That's
of now
because
they
it's a
are.
small area. Because my background's a slight green too, so it kind of goes with it. But yeah, just blasted right through my stomach.
Like fucking white people, like y'all woke up one day and like, I'm gonna suck the milk out of a cow.
I want to know, like, who the fuck decided that they want to try to find out where honey comes from? Bet those sons
That
of
was
bitches
y'all
find
too. That
something
was-
delicious.
Y'all also like y'all. Somebody woke up and was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go suck a dick. And they invented the blowjob.
So I bet you won't put that in your mouth. Fucking bet me.
The fuck?
Triple
man?
dog. I triple dog dare you.
Triple dog dare you?
Majority of things probably happen from like guys sticking their dick in places not supposed to go.
So, Zeus.
Yeah, the Zeus complex. Just put your dick in something. Let's figure out like, oh, this is bad.
That should be tomorrow's topic. Who the fuck invented blowjobs?
Don't put your dick in places it doesn't belong.
Dude, oh
Was
shit.
that-
Holy shit. So speaking of which, random thought, just random fucking thought, but I wanted to talk about it today. So I went to go early vote.
Uh huh.
So there was no line. It was like just in and out, bam, whatever. So when you go and they're like, oh, we have hand sanitizer. Okay, here you go. They give you like a finger condom to fucking use the device with. There's a fucking finger condom.
So that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah. So
Actually, you know what? We might as well. Yeah, I guess we could just talk about that because I haven't voted yet, but I'm planning to. The last two presidential elections that I voted for, I was told to change out of my shirt because it was, well, to be fair, it did had some political. It was literally the donkey and the elephant with glasses says, "I'm here to party," and they told me to revert like inside out. And I'm like, oh,
yeah, because you're not supposed to.
yeah. But there were several who had like those kind of political shirts, and they were allowed to vote in. And I'm like, you're fucking targeting me, motherfucker.
Were they white? Or did
Probably,
they have
yeah.
Trump shirts or Republican shirts?
9 times, I think they were, yeah.
It's always
And I'm like, how do you know I'm gonna vote for? I'm like, I could vote for either a douche and a turd. That's a little
Fair,
homework.
no
That's a good, like, if you want to talk about politics, that's a great episode to watch from South Park. Douche and turd, where they had her to vote between the giant douche and the turd sandwich. That's like the best way to describe an election.
Wasn't it like a horribly lopsided vote too? Like his vote didn't.
Yeah,
matter.
that's
the joke?
yeah, that was the joke. The joke was Stan's vote. Stan was like, "Oh man, we got destroyed by a landslide, so my vote didn't matter." It's like, Stan, no, your vote always mattered, no matter the outcome. Your vote mattered. And then like, what happened was the reason they had to change the mascot was because PETA, and then Mr. Garrison comes. He's like, "Hey, look, everybody, all the PETA people have been murdered, so we can go back to being the cows." And he's like,
Now it
"Well, now
doesn't
your vote,
matter."
now it doesn't matter."
No, you know what? You know what? Our voting only matters because they need to. That's how they fill up their quota list for jury duty. Like, oh, look at all these fresh people that are going to do jury duty within the next.
Yeah, I got a
Was
day
that-
off of work
didn't,
for that shit. That was fun
did-
for me.
And I got $6 back from it too.
No, I didn't go to jury duty. They
I
can't.
did
They
jury
said, that, they
duty
said they
and-
didn't need me the day of. I was like, well, I'm already off work and they're paying me, so.
Well,
Yeah,
no, fuck
they sent me
that,
a
like-
check like a week later of $6.
Well, I got paid for 8 hours of
No,
work.
no, your job pays you.
Oh, I wasn't working on time, so
Well,
shit.
They'll like jury.
I guess
duty
now
will
I'll
pay.
know. Now I'll know.
If you work a Monday through Friday job, like if you work a regular job where it's a set schedule, then yeah, they have
Yeah.
to pay you. But if it's a bullshit retail job where they can adjust your schedule, they'll give you the day off just to fuck you over. I know because
I
the
did-
hotel did that to me.
I did. I said, hey, I got jury duty on this day. It's like, oh, we'll bring in the paper and we'll get you the time off.
You had
So
to
I'm
bring
like,
in the
"Oh, cool."
paper. They took my word for it.
Well, they had to make a copy of it because it was a an actual company and not a hotel that's just going to change the
I wasn't
schedule.
talking about the fucking hotel. I was talking about the last job I had, the Southeastern Freight Lines.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they
okay.
probably like mine. They document all your time off for that, so they can get like tax write-offs and shit.
They paid me. And I was just like, hey, I went to jury duty and I just don't want to come in today. All right, fuck it.
I got an email. Mine was on a Monday. I got the email on a Saturday saying that they won't need me to come in on Monday, but I already had the time off. So like, they don't need to know. So I had a 3-day weekend.
Nice, very nice. They fucking chose me. Like I tried every excuse to like not get picked.
I like you did the very nice thing, and it just remind me that there's a new Borat movie coming out.
Nice.
Only on Amazon Prime. So
How are they going to do that? Because the first one worked because it's kind of like a hidden camera
yeah,
live thing where you clearly don't know that it's a guy acting, but now you know who Borat is. So
I have
I
no
mean,
idea.
Whatever. People are.
It's a
still gonna
comedy.
watch
It's supposed to be it's supposed to be all funny and shit. Yeah, the sequel is actually a really funny name.
no,
It's
my
called
sister, she got
Bo-
out the cake, the crate.
Borat's subsequent movie film delivery of prodigious bride to American regime for make benefit once glorious nation of Kazakhstan,
Yeah, that one.
also known as Borat 2.
I was watching. Have you ever seen the movie Employee of the Month?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's his face and Jessica Simpson?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that? Dane Cook, that
Dane
bad
Cook, yeah.
comedian.
So they're at his coworker's party, and he's got like a shit ton of kids, and the other coworker's like, "Damn, where the fuck are we? Chuck E. Cheese stand? Like how many kids you guys like whose birthday is it anyway?" And the guy's like, "I don't know. Whoever blows out the candles, that's who gets all the gifts."
Okay.
Chuck E. Cheese stand. That's the most racist fucking thing I've ever heard.
When we wasn't that the thing we were talking about Chuck E. Cheese on Monday?
Man, fuck Chuck E. Cheese.
We still brought that up.
Man, fuck that rat. I hate that rat. I hate
The
that
Chuck
rat.
E. Cheese.
Well,
Chuck
because
E.
like Chuck E. Cheese fucking sucks.
It's literally like baby casinos.
It's gambling for children. Oh, I got 12 tickets. Sorry, Timmy, you need 13 tickets to live. That shit never
The
gets
Chuck E.
old.
Cheeses today aren't even any good. Like they're
Yeah, I
super.
prefer cheesy Charlie's.
First
At
off,
least
they don't use tokens anymore. They use that card thing like Dave & Buster's does.
Yeah, because it's a lot easier to keep track of your coins.
You know what's crazy?
And your
you
tickets.
steal.
You mentioned that. They don't use the fucking tokens, but and if you look at the old tokens, they say no cash value on the back. Or they used to. The newer ones don't. But the original said no cash value. And yet now they have cash value because they're worth money.
That's what's so ironic about it too. Hell, at one time at Coinstar, there was someone told me the story like they did what they forgot they put in their piggy bank. They actually had a Chuck E. Cheese coin in there and they took it as $1.
They do it by size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes like the Coke machines do it by size too.
And
I
that
wonder
was
if I
really
stick it
fun.
inside of a Coke machine will it work.
Mm.
Or break it, whichever.
We actually broke my friend 17 had like $20 or $30 worth of change in a sack, and we bought some stuff at Walmart and we just loaded up the self checkout change dispenser with all the change, and it actually broke the machine.
My God.
Needless to say, the girl that was in charge of monitoring all of it was pissed.
That
I don't feel
boy,
good.
that's gonna be an awkward situation for that.
I don't feel good.
Didn't you already leave for not feeling good?
No, that's not why I
Yeah.
left. Somebody
As soon as he said I feel good, I was kind of expecting him to disintegrate like Thanos.
I don't feel good, Mr. Snoke. No, I left because somebody was calling me. My brother was just pulling a prank on me because he knows we're streaming.
That jerk.
I know. I'm gonna delete. I'm gonna factory reset his fucking PlayStation 4. Wipe all his data.
That'll show him.
Right. Get rid of all
Yeah.
his Grand Theft Auto Online and Fall Guys, and Fortnite bullshit. Let's see how he fucking feels.
Yeah, then Fall Guys had like a little collab with Sonic.
Yeah, I saw the Sonic costumes. They're actually not.
So you basically have to win in total 10 crowns. Basically, win the final round 10 times to get them.
But it's like
Jesus, like so. A lot of people aren't gonna get them. Is it a limited time thing or is it like?
I don't know. I actually don't know. I
You're
haven't
like
played
the
Fall
one
Guys.
person I thought would know.
I don't know. I don't play Fall Guys as much anymore.
But you're Sonic, so you should know about Sonic.
I should, but I know. But does
You should
anybody
know
give attention?
everything.
But does anybody care?
I might, because
Because
I'm
everyone,
not playing Fall Guys.
because everyone's because a lot of people are playing Fall Guys, and also they're playing Among Us. That was getting
I
big
know,
too.
I'm so sick and fucking tired of Among Us.
Doesn't seem like it. I hope it kind of fades away pretty soon because I'm tired of the
It
damn
kind
thing.
of is. Like, it's not as popular as it was towards the end of last month.
It was pretty much the flavor of the month.
Right.
2 years
But it
later.
started halfway into the month, so just give it some time. Like, I give it another 4 weeks before everybody else is like on another bandwagon.
Also, because the PS5 and the Xbox Series X coming out next month.
Yeah, so just as soon as the PS5 and Xbox come out, Among Us, who?
Eh.
For a game that came out in 2018.
Like these are Steam games, aren't they?
Yeah.
Steam, yeah, and you can also play mobile Among
Yeah,
Us.
so, like,
Fall
people-
Guys, you can
That's
play it
why
on
they're
PS4
popular. That's
and
why people
Steam.
are popular with them because they're
It's on
different.
Steam. Yeah.
Not a $60 game.
I
with
don't
a
really
brand
do
new
mobile
system.
gaming.
I don't do stationary gaming.
You need to.
I don't get off work until 2, and then I go to the gym. I'm supposed to watch The Boys. That hasn't worked out too well.
Well, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and
There's
wrap
naps.
it up today early.
Weren't we going to talk about how raps are shit?
That's tomorrow's fucking thing, because today we were supposed to talk about the boys, but
Ah,
very last minute since you aren't caught up.
I'm sorry. I can't watch 16 hours worth of content in 2 days.
Sure, not with that attitude, because there's 24 hours in a day. You had 48 hours.
I work for 8 of those, and I like to sleep
So
more than
16 minus 48, that's 32 hours. Another 16.
Come on, keep doing the math.
And you still had enough time, 16 hours, if you would have just devoted. But you can't do
If
nothing
I-
else. No eating, no
I have to
gym, no
absorb it
podcast,
into my system.
like that's what sleep, work, like no time for driving. You have to instant transmission to work and home.
I am one with the boys.
Teleport.
What are you doing?
Cracking open the cold with the boys.
Ugh, no, plus I'm kind of tired and hungry. Plus we didn't have anything for today. Like today was
Much. We didn't have much.
We didn't have much. Wednesdays are always the slow day.
Hump day.
And don't forget, this past Monday was the first time we had a guest in like 6 to 8 weeks.
68 weeks.
6 weeks, damn it.
What do you mean 6 weeks? We had a guest like
Not on a
Like
Monday.
like 2 weeks. Or,
on a
well,
Monday. Okay. Yeah, you should have been specific on that.
I did say
'cause I'll
that.
be
I
like,
said that. I said
You
Nah,
didn't say
this
last
no, you
time I
said-
had a guest on a Monday.
I
You
did
didn't
say
say
Monday.
that. Yeah, you said this past Monday was the first time we had a guest in 6 weeks. But
Yeah,
it-
you
that's
shoulda
not
re- you
specific
shoulda-
to Monday.
yeah, you should have rephrased that because
Yeah.
it'd be like, We Rise would have been like, are we a joke to you? Or the
Black
Black
Table
Table
Podcast
podcast would be like,
What the fuck you just said?
That was First off, I can say whatever I want. Secondly, that was 2 podcasts in a day. It's a lot. I'm worn out. Plus, we have another podcast. We have another podcast. We Rise as well. We're doing another one with
we
the
know the
group again.
day.
I
Or they
don't
haven't-
know. I
Okay.
haven't
Yeah,
looked
they
up.
said they want to do it. They actually in the Discord they were telling us, they were asking us, hey, what days are y'all available? And I don't know. We don't know that. We don't know what else yet, but they enjoyed it and they want to come back for it. And saying how you said it was like one of our strongest views. That's
It was.
really
It
awesome.
really was.
That was awesome. That was really cool.
Let me see.
And they-
Because let me see what I said to Stromely. Okay. Oh wow, that's great. Okay. All I said, the team is down to come guest again next week. She said this on the 12th.
Okay, so it's a Wednesday. On like Wednesday.
She said this on Monday.
Okay.
So next week on the 18th or the 25th.
No, we'll see. I mean, we'll just plan it out with them.
And do they want to do Sunday again or Saturday or?
That's the thing. We don't know.
We don't know.
Are we still doing the karaoke thing on the 24th?
That's right. Are we still doing that?
I don't know because
We'll think about it.
I don't know because the Discord is still not
functioning as we want to.
It's not where we
If-
want it to be.
Yeah, if only this pandemic didn't happen, we obviously would do it like somewhere to do it.
Dude, if I wasn't for this fucking pandemic, I'd be at fair.
Yeah, that's true. Do a karaoke at the fair.
We would be doing a weekly podcast while I was at fair, and we'd have to do the podcast on Sunday or Monday. We might have a guest for next week on Friday, though. We're just waiting on somebody to
Confirmation, all that.
Yep.
Okay. Okie dokie.
All right, guys. We're going to go. Besides, I need to go take my medicine anyway. I'm in a lot of pain.
Alrighty, y'all. See y'all tomorrow.
See you tomorrow at 7. Tomorrow we will be talking about wraps. 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 The white man's burrito. Don't laugh. It's true.
I like wraps.
The white man's burrito.
But
You
they're
can
the
put-
white man's burrito.
Wraps are healthy.
Wraps are burritos.
Well, is it? What do you always put in it? What do you have a burrito? I'll talk about tomorrow. We'll get in this burrito wrap argument tomorrow.
Yeah, for real. Fucking white people always stealing something. Let's call it something like a wrap. It's a tortilla. It's food in a tortilla. All right. Bye, everyone. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.